Hey, one thing that I'm gonna say, being a digital nomad can look like a dream. But the first thing I'll say to you guys, I'm not selling this digital nomad lifestyle. Although I love it and it's a good fit for me and my family, I'm not gonna sit here and sell this to you today. After being a digital nomad out in Puerto Rico as of last week, and now I'm back in Medellin, Colombia again, I'm starting to come to my senses that it's not as easy as you would think. It's actually very challenging, especially when you're a digital nomad with a digital nomad family. And I want to say one thing really quick to be very clear with you. Sometimes your expectations will not reveal what the reality actually is, and you'll stumble and fall in many different ways because you expected something to be a certain way. But when you find out the hard truth that it is hard, it is hard, guys. Being a digital nomad looks really fun. I mean, you can go travel anywhere you want, sort of make your own schedule, especially if you're a CEO and running your own company. You can work on the beach and spend great time, even with your family, on a journey, walking through a beach, or even going up mountains, hiking, and then getting back in time for that next meeting. Like, there's a ton of things you can do. Wherever Wi-Fi is, there will your work be also. And I think that when you can immerse yourself in different cultures and travel to different countries when you want to, it's a good sort of sweet side of that, but there's also a really bitter side of that. My wife is Denise, and many of you guys know her from our channel, and our kids. We have 5 kids under 5. We packed everything. We left our $700,000 house out in Dallas, Texas, and our vehicles. We left all our stuff and moved to Medellin, Colombia for about a year. And we've been here almost a year so far. And during the summer, we've spent different time in different places, specifically in the island of Puerto Rico, where we have just been journeying as a family. We also have plans to go into Dominican Republic this fall, and also for the more of the United States for Christmas time. So we're just really figuring out what our next steps are going to be. But for me, I'm really interested in understanding what this next phase will hit. You always hit a wall as a digital nomad, and I'm going to talk about that a little today. Guys, the reality as a digital nomad is pretty insane because you need flexibility to get out and enjoy time with your family, but you also need to prioritize your work. You gotta still work, still gotta take care of your family. So I'm in that delicate balance with trying to continue to go out and explore beautiful places just like this, but also prioritizing the flow of my work during the week, so where I'm executing that which I need to execute, and also implementing the tools to be successful, not only in my workspace, but also in the daily routines that I have with my family, as I'm devoted to them through the summer as they're out of school, the kids, and we're on a mission together to impact people for Christ, but also adventure and explore the naturous world we have around us. So with that being said, this video, one of the key themes around it is going to be, how do you balance sort of your workflow while remaining flexible to do that which you love, specifically with your family? How do you do that? We're going to talk about it today. The first thing I'll share, one of the biggest challenges that I've sort of discovered as I'm a digital nomad, I have my family, we're out on a mission doing adventurous things, but yet trying to balance the work life. When I'm in a car and we're going to a specific destination early in the morning on a Monday morning, and we're going to our place, I try quickly as I can to get settled somewhere before my meeting starts, because one of the things that I absolutely hate, I know that's a strong word, is doing work calls out of a car. It's not fun, it's not cool, and it's not professional. And I just had to actually do that here today as I make this video. That's why I thought it was ironic. Hey, this is probably what today's theme needs to be about, is sharing, you know, some of the pain points and the issues that I've dealt with that. Now, the way I perceive someone, if they're driving in the car, especially if they're an entrepreneur, it's like, hey, it's not a big deal. you know, they're in a car, they're headed somewhere, they need to jump on this call, but yet they're still proactive in the call, not necessarily with their screen on, or, you know, looking at the actual, you know, phone and the people in the Zoom, but still they're participating. They can hear, they can talk. I get that. But when it comes to bigger sales calls, you know, and bigger sort of meetings where it's someone that's outside of your company, they're not associated with you or your company, and it's a first introduction, I think beyond a shadow of a doubt, you need to be in a place like a coffee shop at your home, doing it in a stable place where your focus is completely on the individual you're talking to. So my encouragement for you would be, if you're sort of that digital nomad dad or mom and family that you're on the go, awesome. But as you're balancing your work life, and if you want to be successful in your professional life, find a way, even as you're out on a mission, having fun, going places with your family as a digital nomad, sit and settle somewhere strategically. Maybe it's by a park, and you jump out and you just set up shop at a park, at a table, and you do your meeting there. And then it gives your kids the time to sort of play at the park and have fun and, you know, kill some energy before they get back in a car, head into the next place. But it also gives you an opportunity to take that meeting and really be intentional, because most meetings aren't more than an hour. The best ones are about 30 minutes, and even the sweeter ones are 15. But needless to say, we gotta show up and show up ready in order to be effective. Where's the Swiss snail at? Oh, that's a wow, seashell. No. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's a snail for real. That's incredible. He's moving a little bit. Wow, that's incredible, y'all. See, these moments, I love them so much. And also in between, whenever kids say you get to your destination, you also have to find times to break away and actually get work done too. So we do that by, you know, either when we get to the destination we're looking to go to, we allow the kids to have a potty break, we allow them to do all the things they want to do, eat lunch, and then we go and do what we were actually getting ready to go do.
I saw his eye. His eye is right there.
His eye? Yeah, it's pretty. Show mommy. Go show mommy. Awesome. So yeah, so even when we get to the destination, we find things intentional that we can do. We create a schedule, a format, so we can sort of live by during that day that's concrete. However, we still have to allow flexibility to be there. But what we end up doing during those moments, me specifically, I actually execute the work. So while my kids are doing things like eating lunch and getting things done, you know, on their behalf, in order to make sure they're ready for whatever that next task we're gonna do in the afternoon, I'm executing work. That is sort of my lunch. While they're having lunch, is working on my work. And I really get invested. That's when I pretty much separate myself from my wife and my kids and get that done, no matter where we are at that time. And it's really cool because there's a really good work-life balance. My wife is crazy understanding. She knows that we're not in the sort of norm of some office space or some place doing, you know, just your standard traditional work. We're like on the go. So we really find a way to compromise with each other in order to make us put us in an environment that's most conducive for the growth and the flourishing of our family, but also the work that we all are called to do together. So awesome, guys. Just wanted to break that down and share that with you all. Let's keep going. I want to move on to technology. The thing that sort of working away from home, out on the go as a digital nomad, that you may want to keep in mind when it comes to work-life balance, you have to set up technology and tools to really help you out. One, we talked a little bit about daily routine and sort of setting yourself up in a workplace that's unique for you, that you can actually somewhat thrive in the best you can. But you also need to make sure you have some type of portable Wi-Fi. I know that's sometimes really hard. I'll put a link in the description on where you can find some different options for portable Wi-Fi. Some other things is noise canceling headphones. They are game changers. You see me in that last video with my noise canceling headphones on while I was in the car in my meeting. And then also productivity apps. It's so important to have productivity apps, things that will keep you on track, things that will help you set boundaries, and things that will help you schedule out your calendar. Those are very important. We have to keep that in mind. It is always about maintaining your work-life balance, but even having parameters around your work while also parameters around your family to explore and go do the things you guys want to do in a healthy way, so you can be successful on both sides, because your financial will affect your family and your family will affect your financial. You have to figure out a way to balance them both. And I think it's by not only faith, but faithfully doing that what you need to do, having focus on those things you need to have focus on, and showing up every day faithfully doing that. So with that being said, I want to also share with you a couple more things. Some of the challenges that you'll face will come up in different ways, and I'll share a little bit about that. But you also, to and through those challenges, need to find solutions. To be honest about challenges that you'll face, for me, distractions are huge. Distractions. And I'm kind of ADHD, and I have all types of stuff going on in my head throughout the day, so I really have to reel it in. My wife is constantly telling me, hey, reel it in and focus on this with the family. I also have a mentor who happens to be what you would say like my boss, right? He has me saying like, focus on this work stuff this next few months. We really need to get this going and achieve our goals by the end of the year. So I'm being pushed on both sides every single day. And for me, I have to quiet my heart and mind before the Lord. My focus has to be the Lord, because in that, when I'm focused on Him, He helps me to serve the people, not only the people, the projects that I'm called to come and serve and steward. So I need to be focused on Him first. I don't know about your faith background, where you are, but Faith and Familia, our channel here, has a huge emphasis on faith. And we have to focus on both faith and family while we allow ourselves to be on an adventure where not only our workplace we're flourishing, but our family is flourishing as well. So I think one thing that I've discovered is not only just having co-working spaces, but also managing my kids' schedule in a way that's really healthy, that helps benefit my work schedule. And you can do this by, one, setting an agreement with your wife, maybe Sunday nights, getting together and getting a game plan for the actual week and the days ahead, and having a game plan for the kids' schedule, and being intentional about that, collaborating with your partner to manage their schedule. Because if you can get their schedule figured out, and also make sure your wife is flourishing by giving her a space to go and do what she needs to do, like that coffee in the morning, Bible study, get with other ladies, you'll win at the end of the day if you set yourself up to make sure you're managing your family members' schedule. So I want to encourage you with that. Those are some big time solutions. Y'all just stay tuned. All right, peace.